Good morning, children. In our previous class itself, we have completed block 3. So today we are going to start block 4. Block 4 is operations, numbers up to 1 lakh. Operations are nothing but addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, these are called as operations. Our first sub-block is solving story problems. So in our today's class, we are going to learn how to solve a story problem. So solving story problems. Story problems are made to help us apply maths. Okay. So whenever we solve a story problem, we have to apply maths. Story problems can be solved using 4-step process. So today we are going to learn that 4-step process. So we need to use different operations to solve problem. Already I told you operations are nothing but addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So in each sum we have to use different operations. Then it is a multi-step problem. Multi means many. Okay. So today we are going to learn 4-step process. So the first step you have to understand. You have to understand the problem. Okay. What is given and what we have to find out. You have to first understand. Then the second step, plan. After understanding, you can plan what we have to do. Okay. You have to plan which operations we have to do, addition or subtraction. Okay, we have to plan which operations we have to use to solve the problem. Then the third step, you have to solve. Solve means you have to find out the answer. Then the fourth step, look back. You have to check whether our answer is correct or not. So first step, understand. What do I know and understand about the problem. So you have to find out what can we know and understand about the problem. Then if possible or if need, you can draw a diagram also. Diagram means picture. Then plan. Okay, what do I need to do? So you have to find out what do we need to do. The operations also. We have to add or we have to subtract, we have to multiply, whatever it is, we have to find out the correct operations. Okay. So deciding which operation to use while planning is the difficult step, because real problem do not usually have keywords that help us know what to do. In that problem, they won't mention that keywords. Okay. We have to find out. So it is a difficult step. Okay. You can use numbers in pictures or diagram. It will help. Then the third step, solve. Solve the problem using the strategy we choose. So then the fourth step, look back. Check our answer. Does our answer make sense? Okay. Does your answer make sense? It is correct or not? You have to check the answer in the last step. We will do few sums. So our first sum. So a waiter had 113 customers in his section. If 32 of them left and the rest of his tables had 9 people at each table, how many tables did he have? Okay. So in a hotel, 113 customers are there. Okay. Waiter means who served the food. So a waiter had 113 customers in his section. If 32 of them left means they had gone. Okay. So 32 people had gone to their home or anywhere. Okay. 32 people came out from that hotel. Okay. Now, and the rest of his tables had 9 people at each table. Okay, we have tables and chair in hotels, isn't it? So rest of his tables had 9 people at each table. So in each table had 9 people. Now we are going to find out how many tables did he have. Okay, in that hotel, how many tables are there? So this is what we have to find out. So our first step is understand. Okay, so now we have to understand the problem. Totally 113 customers are there. Then 32 of them left. Left means they came out from that hotel, or they came out from that place. Okay. Then 9 at each table. So 113 customers. Okay. Starting, then 32 left, then 9 at each table. So how many tables of 9? This is what we have to find out. So we can draw like this. In each table 9 persons are there. So now we have to find out how many tables are there. So next we have to plan. So customers left in the table. Okay. So total number of customers is 113. Then 32 people they left from that hotel. So the remaining people we have to find out for that 113 minus 32. Okay, here we used subtraction to find out the customers left in the table. So next we have to plan that. We have to find out number of tables, isn't it? So to find out number of tables, customers left in the table divided by 9. Okay. So these two steps we have to do in solve. So customers left in the table is equal to 113 minus 32, that is 81. Okay, here 113 minus 32 we got as 81. Then number of tables we have to find out. So customers left in the table is 81. 81 divided by 9. So we can use 9 table to find out the answer. 9 nines are 81. So the answer is 9. So totally 9 tables are there. We have to check in that look back section. So number of tables are less than number of customers. So it is correct. So number of tables is less than number of customers. So now we have to check by multiplying. 9 nines are 81. And customers at table is equal to 81 plus 32. The 32 are people that they left. So total 113 we got. So totally 113 customers are in the starting. After that only 32 people left. So here we got the given number 113 we got. So number of tables is equal to 9. So this is how we have to find out the answer using these 4 steps. Okay. You have to find out the operation. This is the difficult step. Which operation we have to find? We have to do. Here we used subtraction. Here we used division. Okay. So you have to look carefully. You have to do carefully and find out the operations. Then our next sum. A factory produces 35 packets of 12 biscuits in a day. On an average, 2 biscuits are broken in each packet. How many packets can be made out of the remaining biscuits? Okay. A factory produces 35 packets of biscuit in a day. Okay. In a day, a factory produces 35 packets of biscuits. In each packet, it contains 12 biscuits. but in each packet 2 biscuits are broken. Okay. So now we have to find out the remaining biscuits. Then we have to find out how many packets can be made. So first you have to understand what is given. So for that 12 biscuits in a packet, isn't it? So here 12 biscuits are there. In the 12 biscuits, 2 biscuits are broken. In each packet 2 biscuits are broken. So now for a single packet we can find out here. So totally 12 biscuits are there. In the 12 biscuits 2 biscuits are broken. So how many biscuits are there in the remaining that unbroken biscuits? So we can find out easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can find out easily, isn't it? If you draw like this, we can find out easily. So total number of biscuits is 12. Then 2 biscuits are broken. So remaining biscuits 10. But we have to find out for 35 packets. Okay. So 35 packets of 12 biscuits. Then 2 biscuits are broken in each packet. Now we have to find out how many packets can be made out of the remaining biscuits. So this is what we understood. So now we have to plan. So number of unbroken biscuits in each packet, that good biscuits. So 12 minus 2. 2 biscuits are broken. So total number of biscuits are 12. So 12 minus 2 we have to find out. Then total number of unbroken biscuits. That means 35 packets are there. So 35 into number of unbroken biscuits in each packet. Then the third step, number of packets can be made is equal to total number of unbroken biscuits divided by 12. Okay. Then the next step we have to solve. So number of unbroken biscuits in each packet, 12 minus 2 is equal to 10. Okay. So next step we have to do the total number of unbroken biscuits. We have to find out 35 into that number. So total number of unbroken biscuits is equal to 35 into 10, 350. You can add on 0. It is easy to find out. So total number of biscuits are, total number of unbroken biscuits are 350. So 350 biscuits are there. So now we have to find out number of packets can be made. Okay, in each packet it contains 12 biscuits, isn't it? So 350 divided by 12. Now we will divide. So 350, first step we have to draw these two lines, then divide and 350, then divisor 12. So first number is 3. So we can't divide 3 by 12. So we can add 0 in the quotient place. Then we can consider these two numbers, 35. So 12 2s are 24. So here 2, here 24. Then 5 minus 4, 1. 3 minus 2, 1. When we subtract these two, we get 11. After that, we have to bring down 0 here. 110. So you all know 12 table, isn't it? 12 nines are 108. Okay, 12 nines are 108. 12 tens are 120. So here we have 110. So we can write this number only, 108. When we subtract, we get 2. So the answer is, the quotient is 29, then remainder is 2. So here 29 and the remainder 2. So we can make 29 packets of biscuit, and we have the 2 remaining biscuits are there. So now we have to look back. So when we multiply 29 into 12, that means what we got as quotient 29 into 12, then we get the answer as 348. Then if we add plus 2, then we get 350. Okay, you can find out this multiplication in your rough column. So number of biscuits is greater than number of packets. Okay, here they have given us 35 packets, 12 biscuits in a packet. So number of packets are number of packets are greater than number of biscuits. So I gave these 4 sums as homework. First sum. So a forest has 1234 animals, 267 animals died. How many animals are still alive? So which operation you have to use for this A sum? Yes, you have to use subtraction. So you have to subtract 267 from 1134. Okay. Then the B sum, what is the total population of a village that has 1287 men, 3421 women and 1213 children. Okay, here they have given total number of men, women and children. So now you have to find out the total population. Whenever they ask for total, you have to add. So here you have to add these 3 numbers, then you will get the answer. The school has 35 classrooms. Each classroom has 36 seats. So how many seats are there in all the classrooms? So here a school has 35 classrooms. So each classroom has 36 seats. So now we have to find out how many seats are there in all the classroom. So here you have to use multiplication. Okay. Then the fourth sum, 25 schools participated in the Republic Day parade. 325 boys and 295 girls participated from each school. So how many students participated from all the school? So first you have to add these 2 numbers, 325 and 295, because first you have to find out the total number of participants in each school. Then you have to multiply by 25. Then you will get the answer. Do it and send. Thank you.